Hey guys, welcome back. We're on to Enigmatica 6, episode 7. So last time we made this little beautiful thing that we have going on over here. We had a slight problem. I forgot to set this to dumping, so I ran out of power. So I had to do a connection here so that I had stuff. So we're going to take our oxygen tanks that we've been setting up, and we're going to combine them. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade them. We're going to throw it back down there because I want to keep as much of the oxygen as humanly possible. So we took some this, and we're going to uses on you. We're just going to upgrade these, and then we're going to just throw them back down there, and then we will use them again later. But today, the plan is, I believe we are going to start on create. We are going to need a bunch of things. One, to keep this hungry beast over here happy, because he's going to be some of our power for a little while, foreseeable future, before we get to reactors and things. And I would like to diversify what I feed into the crusher. I mean, right now I'm just exporting slimy leaves that we had from our crate, but eventually we're going to run out of those. I mean, it's going to be a while. I mean, we have 1,500 of them, but eventually we will run out of them. Now, and you know, I kind of want to farm to be able to do a little bit of everything. So I have a nice big open spot right over here that we had took a look at earlier that I thought I would set up like a rotational farm with create. So that's the plan that we're going to have for today. So we're going to take a quick look. So let's take a look at the quest book. Here we are in create, and we're going to get right started. Start with it. I love the way that the devs put this thing together, because they always made it so that they did a real good job of trying to explain stuff. So welcome to create. At its core, create follows the same primary purpose as vanilla redstone. Great. I don't do vanilla redstone well, but okay. What sorts of creations, you ask? Well, just about anything. Rideable tunnels, trains, bores, massive functional windmills, or even a working Rubik's Cube. Imagination's the limit. Naturally, with so much ground to cover, the quest will not be exhaustive. Instead, the goal will be to introduce basic concepts of create to give you a solid footing to begin experimenting on your own. Cool. So we're gonna get the wrench. So it's one less thing we actually have to make. And then the other thing here is rotational energy. Create uses rotational energy as opposed to RF or FE to do everything that it does. So it's using things like that. So some of the first things that I know that we're gonna need to make is a water wheel. That's our very first form of generation. You know, that we're going to end up wanting to do with it. So we're going to need to make some water wheels. We're going to need to make some shafts, and a whole slew of things. So I am going to look on, see what's all involved in this. We're going to do at create and water wheel. So water wheel is slabs and some cogs. So I can see already we're probably going to want to end up having to put a lot of this stuff into our RS system, so that we can just autocraft these things. So we're going to have buttons, wood, andesite alloy, andesite plus nuggets. I don't have any of them. Oh wait, I'm not in my system. Never mind. Hang on. Hold that thought. At create water. I'm like, wait a minute. I know I have this stuff. Andesite alloy. Yeah, so we can definitely do some stuff. All right, so let's go. I'm going to go through and we're going to mark some of the things that we are going to need. So we are going to need, for the one that I want to do, we're going to need water wheels. We're going to need shafts. We're going to need cogs. We are going to need casings. We are going to need probably a gearbox, vertical gearbox. We are going to need an encased fan. Right there. Let's see, the encased fan. We're going to need a bearing block. I don't remember if it's mechanical bearing or if it's windmill bearing. I want to say it's mechanical bearing for the one that I want to do. So I'm going to look through some of these things real quick, and I will be right back. I think I have a general game plan set up. So I went ahead, took some time. I just crafted some of the patterns for each of the various different things. So the things that we're going to need to do with what I'm hoping to accomplish here, what we need to do is we need to make an encased fan, because we're gonna need this. So we're gonna need to make some cogwheels. But for that, we're gonna need some andesite alloy, which is just some andesite, a couple of nuggets. I did teach the system how to make it, but you're gonna need a lot of this, so don't be afraid to make a couple stacks. Well, I'm gonna make a stack and a half because apparently I'm out of andesite, so this is gonna go over well. All right, so we've got our alloys. We're gonna need a couple shafts, so we can just do that. And then we're gonna need to do some cogwheels. It's nice that one recipe makes 8, so we don't have to, make a whole lot. So that's kind of nice. Andesite casings is just some planks, alloys, any kind of log. I do have 4 already in the system, but we're gonna be using a bunch of them because I was testing, looking. So the only item that we still need is a propeller. I did not teach the system how to make a propeller because honestly, I don't know how often I'm going to be making plates and stuff like that. So I'll just do it the inefficient way. I'll just use any of the hammers with a piece of iron, more or less. So let's grab some iron ingots. Crap, we are getting low on iron. Guys, so I'm not going to make nearly as much as I was thinking. What kind of hammer? Okay, where's hammer? Where's my engineer's hammer? In my bag? Yes. Right, so we're going to just use some ingots and our iron and our hammer, and we get 4 plates. Boink. And then we're just going to take those 4 plates, surrounded by this. We get our propeller. Combine everything together, we're going to get our encased fan. This is going to be one of the critical components of this set it and forget it farm that we're basically building. So for the farm, we're going to need an encased fan. We're going to need this magma block that I have in my inventory already. I don't need that. That was a placeholder block. We're going to need a lever. So, which apparently didn't bother to teach it, so that's great. We need at least one of those. We're also going to need this mechanical bearing. Now, one of the nice things about the Create mod, they added. I don't know if Create added it or if Ponder is a separate thing. But if you hold W down, it gives you a nice visual representation of the things that the mod can do, and it kind of goes a little bit into detail of what it does. And it does this for all kinds of different blocks. So if you want to see how a block is used, go into the Ponder if it's inside of your pack. Click your blocks. So like we're not going to be using the drills, but we're going to be using probably, I don't remember if we're using the saws, but it kind of does a nice little thing. It's just a really nice. We're going to be using the harvesters. So this is an example of pretty much kind of what we're doing. We're going to be placing a block, our rotational block. It's going to go, just going to spin around. Only we're going to end up throwing a chest on it so that it. Oh, here you go. This is basically the general concept of what we're making, and then only we're going to be adding like some funnels and things like that, so that the stuff that the chest collects will output out properly. So that's kind of the general gist. So we want to make a mechanical bearing, which we need a turntable, so just plank and a shaft. Whoop. And the other stuff we already have made. So we have our mechanical bearing. We've got this. We've got our encased fan. We're going to hold off on any of this stuff for now. I don't think we're going to need it, but we are going to need some chassis. Now my question is, I don't remember if we need linear chassis or if we need mechanical chassis. So we're just going to grab a couple of each. Or radial chassis, I mean, it's the same recipe, just here it's vertical, the other ones were horizontal, so nothing big. I'm not afraid to use. Oh, and we got a quest! Yay! Good. We got a quest, but you know we haven't done this. We haven't done the stuff before it, so let's go ahead and knock out some of these quests really quick, just to. Oh, I need 16 shafts. Okay. So let's get us a rare creative loot box and some kelp. Kelp is a key component inside of Create because you're going to need it to make conveyor belts and things like that. So, yay, we got some kelp. What else did we get from that? Got some iron chunks. We'll drop those things in the system and let those process right away because we's totally gonna need them. Okay, so the system we're gonna need some harvesters. I don't remember what all we need for this. So we're gonna need at least 2 more. Okay, here's where my iron is gonna get waste. I want to go out about 6 to 8 blocks. So we're gonna need 6 to 8 harvester blocks. 6 to 8 harvesters. So we're gonna need at least probably we'll say 12. We'll say 12 iron plates. So remember how my iron's getting low? So let's put our iron back in here along with our engineer's hammer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12. Don't want to use everything. Like I said, I want 6 of these, I believe, is what I want to go with. Pretty sure that's what I want. We'll get. Well, you know what? We're getting 6. That's what I made. Because I was gonna do a tree farm at the same time, but we're gonna do that later because I don't remember how to do that. All right, so we got that. So here's the general gist of. Go to sleep. It's night. It's nighttime, and I don't have doors on my house because I don't know reasons. What we're gonna do is we are gonna stick our magma block 3 blocks down. There. Put our other thing on top of that. Do I need a block in between those? I don't think I do. Right? I don't. Yeah. Let's. Time to experiment. Think. I feel like I'm missing a step. Oh no, I got it. Yeah, there we go. So here's our general thing. One of the nice things about Create is these all become entities. Well, this will probably just plow these right over, honestly. But see, so they actually just pass through everything, right? So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend this out about 7 or 8 blocks. And then hit that, and then this just becomes nice and passive, right? So we're just gonna do dink, 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 dink. How many out did I go? 1, 2, 2. Math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I think that's 8. Yeah, we're out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8. Yeah, we're okay. All right, so this is our general gist of what we're doing, right? And then we're going to take our harvesters and we're going to throw them on the front of these. Now, with Create, lots of times you need super glue, but if you're attaching to a rotary chassis, if I remember correctly, that's already attached to stuff, you don't need super glue to do stuff. So these guys are just going to spin naturally, and then as they would come across harvestable crops, it will pick them all up. So let's pick up all of our torches here. We're gonna need all these. Oh, we don't need them. They just need to get out of the way. Just turn that off. So that'll be perfect. And what we'll probably do, I might extend this out one more block and move this over here, and I'll put like a small tree farm over here so that every block that this one comes into contact with and this one maybe does trees. I don't know, but right now we're not worrying about that. We're focusing on a farm. So let's fill in our this. Now, can I put a block of water here? I can, but you break. Okay, well, we don't want to do that then. All right, it's fine. It's fine. I want access to this, though. That's the thing. I want to be able to stop it on will. Yeah. All right, so that's what we got. So now we need to start placing our water blocks, X distance apart, right? And vanilla Minecraft, we can go out 4 blocks, so in any direction it goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we put water here, and we put water 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. We'll do the same over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we grab ourselves a hoe because, First doesn't carry tools on him ever. So let's see what we have for hoes. We have a golden hoe. Oh, look at this. Golden hoe of 1. Yeah, I'll totally. Total durability of 32. Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll just grab a stone hoe. It'll be fine. All right, and then we should... Now, we could be totally cheaty on this. Actually, can you vein mine hoe? You can. Okay. This just became a lot easier. Hoe. No, just give me 2 stone hoes. It'll be fine. It's just totally acceptable. First doesn't care. First doesn't care. 1, 2, 3. Boop. There. Infinity nuke. And click. And click. Okay, so we're gonna let's get our water bottle. Let's get our water back down because we haven't got the other 2 directions yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plop you. Now, one of the downsides about this setup is that when you start and stop this thing, it's gonna revert the blocks back to dirt, right? Because this whole time it moves, it's an entity block. It doesn't care. But the minute you stop it, it becomes physical blocks in the world again. So the path underneath of this is now all dirt again. So, boo. All right, let's grab some seeds. I'm gonna take a look and see what all kind of seeds we want to plant. I'll be back in a sec. All right, guys. So what we've got is we've got our basic setup going on over here. And this was just me trying to figure out how we were going to plot some stuff. I went ahead and made a diamond chest off camera. I was gonna grab a regular chest, and I was like, meh. I was like, well, if we're gonna do that, let's go for broke, right? Let's just make the stuff for a diamond chest. Plus, it completed the storage, a quest line here. Let's go back into our create. So items that I realized what we're gonna need. We're gonna need this portable storage interface. So again, if we hold W, it kind of shows us what we do. This is great for harvesting stuff, but it doesn't let you export out of it without either turning the mechanism off, or you add one of these blocks onto it. And what it does is, on every rotation that it comes around, the two of them kiss and they exchange their goods. So we need to make a couple of these guys, and then we're going to make some rotational energy so that we can pull out. Unfortunately, this block doesn't let you pull out with like hopper or anything else like that. It needs to have the create option. So we need to make a couple of these, and for these we need to make some andesite funnels. Nice thing about this recipe is that it gives you 2, and that's how many we need. You need dried kelp, which is just kelp fired. So very easy recipe, very cheap, but it gets us exactly what we want. And then we need some brass casings, which I got from a quest reward. So, hurrah. We need 2 per. Beautiful. All right. So what we're going to do is probably sleep through the night because, you know, I have to come back when it's starting to get dark time again. Excuse me. All right, so which door? This door? Okay. So how this is going to work, we're going to set him up here, only he's facing the wrong way, so we need to rotate him with a wrench. There. So just like the diagram showed, we want this block to be over here, but here's the thing, with this block, it needs to be, you need to have at least 1 empty space between it and the other block that you're going to be connecting with. So I kind of faced that the wrong way. So we're going to put him here. And we're going to put the other one on the opposite side over here. That way, when it comes around, which will turn... hello? Hello? Rotate, please. There we go. So this way, we'll turn on our little dude. Ooh, we forgot a step. We forgot a step. We need our glue. We needs our glue. So super glue. Then I feel like you shouldn't need the glue though. That's the thing that I could have swore you could do this without the glue. But the glue makes it so that this block is now part of this. So let's turn this back on. There, see, now everything's moving together. So what we should see happen is when this guy comes around, it should interface with this block. I'm just going to wait a second just to confirm. And they kiss, and they're happy, and off it goes. Excellent. Which is exactly what we wanted to see. All right, so we're going to do this. Then we're going to go ahead and throw our chest on here. The chest you can put anywhere on the your apparatus. You know, whatever you happen to be building. I'm just going to stick it over here, though, just relatively close. It really doesn't matter. Don't forget to use your super glue. Otherwise, your chest will not hold. And we're just going to upgrade him with 2 while we're at it. Look at all the goodies. Yes. We are never going to need this much for this farm, by the way. Ever. Never, ever, ever. But, so what? It's a diamond chest. I mean, we could probably get away with a single wooden chest, in all honesty. So, we're going to go ahead and start him back up again. See, we're going to interface. And what we should see is, hopefully, is now that that's grown. Let's see if I wasn't sure if it took. Oh, but it didn't pick you up. Why didn't it pick you up? Does it not like that kind of a chest? This is a very distinct possibility. Okay, let's. Interesting. That shouldn't have done that. Let's grab some bone meal. B-O-N. B-O-N. Let's see if it does it with a regular crop as well. I have some other stuff sitting here, so let's just grab something that we know it would like. I think I planted some vanilla. I think I planted a vanilla thing over here somewhere. Cabbage, onions. Well, we'll just grow. We don't care about the corn. Let's see if it doesn't like any of this stuff. I mean, maybe this isn't gonna work is the way I thought it might. Let's turn this back on. Maybe it needs to be a vanilla chest. Maybe the fact that it was it should have harvested them. They did, but it shouldn't have broke them and put it on the ground. It should have picked them all up. Interesting. Let's grab a vanilla chest. Today we learn how to stream. Yeah, I'm typing stream. Chest. Let's see. I've built this before, so I don't know why, but I've never used that. All right, let's do this again. We'll go ahead and bone meal this stuff up, so that way when it comes over here. Right, so actually that'll work. Plant these items, which are fully grown. Now, is it? That's what it was. Okay, so it does not like modded chests. So now if I open these guys up, yeah, okay. All right, we're just gonna have to deal with, and it broke them as well. It's no longer one chest. Okay, well, we're never gonna need 2 chests on here, so let's just, hello, thank you. And let's break this too while we're at it. How do I clear that? Is there a way of clearing that? Maybe with an open hand? Shift click? I mean, I could break the block, but let's break the block. Alright, let's put that guy back down. Linear chassis. So that reattaches all of that stuff. He's going to interface. He interfaces back to our chest. He's going to come around. He's going to deposit everything into here. But this has no in-game interface. So we need to make ourselves our funnels. Right, brass funnels. We need brass. First doesn't have any brass. But we can make brass dust. This we have. Sure. 12? How many do we need? 2? Oh, we only need 2. That's not bad. Then electron ingot, redstone torch. Redstone torch. Easy enough. I probably should have made 2 of those. Polished quartz. We need sandpaper. And what was the other thing? Rose quartz. What's rose quartz? Redstone. Okay. Got those. I think. So if we throw our brass things over here. Do we get our brass ingots? We should. Dun, 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 dun. We only need 2. Right? We only need 2. So let's grab you. Uses. Funnel. F-U-N-N. Nope, hang on. We need those little quartz thingies, don't we? All right. So the way that you make those, you got to put one item in your offhand, one item in your main hand, and then when you just right-click them together, and it makes your quartz, your polished quartz. So, and that will let us make our electron tube. Do we get one recipe? We get two of them. I only need one, but if it's going to give us two, I will take it. So let's grab you. Let's make you. Then let's make you. Okay, so as we saw in the diagram, we need to have some kind of rotational energy. We're just going to grab a simple water wheel. I mean, let's grab 3 of them. We're going to need, so which also means we're going to need some shafts. So let's grab some shafts. We're going to need some gears, or cogs. They're called cogs. Cog. Hopefully we can do it with this, and we don't have to craft more. But we'll take a look. And then we're going to need conveyor belt. So for the conveyor belt, it's just dried kelp in a grid like this. And then we'll need something that it's going to store into, and we can just use any old chest or interface. But for this purposes, we'll use our diamond chest for now, I guess. But ultimately, what we're going to do is we're going to grab an interface, and we're just going to have the items circle around. It's going to dump off into our interface, and then we're going to it'll just import into our system. So, water wheels. What do we need? So we need some rotational energy up over to here, because we are going to need, let's just put a block down here just so we can see what this looks like. This. So we're going to need this here. And this will let you extract out of here if there is a conveyor belt or something like that over here. So if we grab, let's break these blocks. And if we put a shaft, just so we can put one there, and we'll just put something over here just for demonstration purposes. You and you, then we grab our belts. If you grab a belt, if you have a belt, you right click on that, and you see the particle effects show you which way, if you can connect the things or not. And then now you've got a drive, right? So, but to make this turn, obviously, we need to be able to turn this gear or this shaft, more or less. So what we want to see happen is that this connect up to this, and then this starts pulling inventory out onto our conveyor belts. That's what we want to see happen. Didn't happen, though. I broke it, and I thought maybe it needed to be an extra block away, and then I put it back together, and it just started to work. So, I mean, we didn't change anything. This is still in the same direction. So, it's still outputting the same thing. But what we did find is that, okay, so it placed the item on the conveyor belt, but it doesn't auto-deposit into the chest. So, we are going to need that other brass funnel over here. Not that way. Oops. One. And then we're going to need the chest to be 1 block higher so that it's on the same plane as everything else. So we're just going to put him here. We will put my inventory is such a mess. Chest. And where's the funnel? Right. So we're going to put our chest here, and then we're going to do shift click into our funnel. So it's like this. And now what should happen is when this thing comes around, it should deposit the items onto the conveyor belt. It should travel down, and it should come straight into here. Should. If I didn't walk on the conveyor belt and pick everything up. So now we need to wait for another iteration here. And while we're waiting on that, we could probably put down this other water wheel as well. We could probably speed this up a little bit. There's more than one way you can speed up these gears, but this is just going to be a passive thing. It's just going to sit here this whole time anyway, so I'm not too concerned about speed. I mean, it'll sit here on the server and it'll just sit there and run. Yeah, perfect. Excellent. Look, progress. Yes. Okay. So, all right. So, guys, I'm just going to sit here, let this thing run. Let it do its thing. And then when we come back, I'll have this a little bit more refined in terms of the amount of crops or where and what. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do bees next time because we need to get some resources. And I think bees would be a very creative way to do it. All right. So everyone have a good one, and I will talk with y'all later.